All right, Jodan Sancho nearing United exit. For close to a month now, stories linking Jodan Sancho out of Man United have been really increasing in number. And finally, we look like we are soon hitting the edge of a common ground between a team that is interested in Jodan Sancho and the team that is really selling Jodan Sancho. Smash like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is the name and the voice behind the microphone to obviously bless your morning with these stories. Continue to subscribe. I want to hit 22,000 subscribers to this YouTube channel, and let's do this as we obviously bring you the latest news and information that we are getting from the reliable sources. Now, last month, Fabrizio Romano came out and told us that Juventus and Napoli cannot reach an agreement on Sancho's wages. Both clubs have no problem paying 25 million pounds to Man United, but wages are a problem. United want a full sale, but interested clubs want a loan, so partly of his salary is covered. So, United, we are pushing in for full sale. You understand? Juventus and Napoli were interested and are still interested in Jodan Sancho, but the wage is really astronomical. And we all know to it that Jodan Sancho earns £300,000 a week, and times it's rumored that he earns between 250 to 300,000 pounds a week, right? If we go to 300,000 pounds a week, that means a month Jodan Sancho is earning 1.2 million pounds, meaning that a year he adds up to 15 million pounds for Jodan Sancho. So if that's the case, that means Man United have to accept a lower fee if Sancho is not taking a pay cut. From Napoli and Juventus, this is Yago Sabkonglu from Turkey told us that Fenerbahce's full focus is on Jodan Sancho transfer. They are pressuring about the deal, and they are ready to pay his desired wages and the fee to Man United. They are waiting on his final decision. So, as Juventus and Napoli were really trying to obviously get Jodan Sancho, Fenerbahce came in through and they are like, we want to obviously get in this player and you're willing to pay his full amount of money. Now, when that was the case, I tell you what, it really went ahead to go all down to where Sancho wants to go. And looks like Sancho went ahead to choose Juventus. And we are told by Dimasio yesterday that Juventus has offered 10 million euros plus 5 million euros of add-ons and bonuses to Man United for Jodan Sancho in there for you. And then he later told us that new contacts are taking place between Juventus and Man United to reach an agreement for Jodan Sancho. They are pushing for the player. Now, I think if Man United is really willing to take in the 10 million euros for Jodan Sancho, then that means Sancho is still hesitant on really taking a pay cut. And Man United are really going to do what they did to a deal of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who never wanted to leave the club, and he was like, I'm running my contract down. Not until they calculated the amount of money he's supposed to be earning from his remaining years on his contract, and it was really put up. For Jodan Sancho, he signed for I think 5 years and a further option of 1 year to really be at Manchester United when he was signed from Borussia Dortmund, if at all I'm not mistaken. And that means he still has like 2 years left on his contract at the club of Manchester United. That is Jodan Sancho for you. So he joined in 2021 and his contract expires in 2026, meaning that he's left with just 1 year in his contract. But I know there is a further addition of a year. So that means they're like 2 years, but you calculate the 15 million pounds they're supposed to be getting a year, and then you add them to the amount of money that Juventus is willing to give Man United, and you really understand that you let the player go and see to it that you really build afresh. So he's the first exit of Manchester United, and I think that most of the money that United was supposed to pay to Borussia Dortmund was paid. Remember, he came in through for 73 million pounds, and he has been here 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. 4 full seasons, right, at the club of Manchester United, and I don't think that he lived up to the expectation, and that's why he's being sent out like that. But he's a very good player, and I think Juventus will get themselves a player. And if at all their new manager, finds a way of obviously reviving his career, then Juventus will be a blessed team because there is a player in Jodan Sancho. So those 10 million euros coming in through, I think, can serve a purpose in the coming in through of other players. But all in all, there are things you have to do to obviously clean your house. People like Sancho, let them go. After Sancho, sell Rashford, sell Garnacho, sell Anthony, and go ahead to sell Terrell Malacia. You understand? Sell those players and then get to know that if it's a loss, it has gone here to be made, and let's deal with the players that we really have. Because these stories of Sancho is not going, Rashford is here but is not going, Garnacho is back, not allowed to the training ground and then later allowed, I think it destabilizes the plan of the manager. You understand? So I think it's better to really sell these players, whether on a loss or on a profit. Let them go. The good thing is that we are having 2 players who are really homegrown that are obviously going to be getting in United money, and that is none other than Rashford and Garnacho. So for Sancho, let that loss come in through, but I know they've been paying most of the money to Borussia Dortmund. That is it. Let this happen and let this go and teach United a lesson that they should obviously revise how they do their deals, because most of the times they're going to obviously give these players hefty wages. You know, that's why the likes of Casemiro are still here. Harry Maguire would have already gone ahead to leave the club of Man United, but he's still here because he earns £200,000 a week, and he was like, selling me to West Ham, no problem, no brainer, but will you pay me the amount of money that I need West Ham to pay me that amount of money. You understand? So that's where it really gets nagging. But here at this step, if Sancho is leaving, let him leave. And it's good that we're really working with the outgoings. And if you get that 10 million euros in, if a Man United, it's not supposed to be paid in installments. I think it should be paid wholesomely, land to the account of Man United, and then add it to the already made money, close to 13 million pounds from the sale of Elanga and Alvaro Fernandez Carreras. You know, those were playing for Nottingham and Benfica respectively. They were sold to Newcastle for Elanga and Carreras for Real Madrid, and that's where they are right about now. So as it stands, I tell you, it's really going on down well at the club of Man United, especially concerning these outgoings, because we aren't really going to be going where we're supposed to be when we're still having players. Remember, Sancho, however much we are selling him for like 15 million euros, but we are obviously saving close to 15 million pounds of wages a year. Rashford is in the same region. I think Rashford earns close to 20 million pounds a year at Manchester United. That takes it to 35. When you offload Anthony, who earns close to 12 million pounds a year, that goes to around, is it 40, 20, 15, that is 35, almost 50 million pounds. You know, Malacia also offload. That means would have gone here to save close to 60 million pounds in outgoings, if at all we really do that. So your thoughts on to Jodan Sancho and hearing United exit are welcome in the comment section, as Juventus comes in through to raise up their hand to obviously see to it that they initiate him into their club. Rokan David is my name. Continue to subscribe, and please like the video and share it, and let's spread the love for this beautiful channel of ours as Jodan Sancho nears United exit. So I don't know what your thoughts are about it. I know most of you are really going to be excited, because I understand that I see Sancho fitting well into the system of Ruben Amorim, but his indisciplinary actions at the club of Man United are really unwelcome by any manager. So he wants out, and United also wants him out, and Juventus have raised up the hand. But all I know is United might include what we call a sell-on clause, because if Sancho plays 2 good seasons in Juventus, I tell you, big clubs will obviously go in for him and they'll have to sell him. I'm out.